Stories of Service, sponsored by Duval Motor Company.
Many members of the military have vivid memories of key moments. In this week's Stories of Service, we meet a Navy veteran who served in the Korean War and was involved in the invasion of Incheon in 1950. And that was 12 years before his most vivid memory.
They cut out.
At his home in Jacksonville, Jack Davitt lives in memories of service. He has a piece of the plaque from the USS Missouri commemorating the surrender of Japan. Davitt served on the Missouri for 2.5 years after World War II. But he was front and center for a different moment in military history.
Regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States.
In 1962, Davitt was on the bridge of the USS Cony as part of the blockade during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
It was frightening because we were trying to stop the Russian cargo ships from taking ballistic missiles into Cuba.
Tense moments, a powder keg that could have started another world war.
All you could see was a huge cargo ship. You knew what they were carrying. You had intelligence report that they were carrying ballistic missiles into Cuba, and our job was to stop them.
Guns at the ready, prepared for a fight.
Because you didn't know where the Russian submarines were or whatever was going to happen. You just didn't know whether they were going to push you out of the water or something. It was scary.
More than 60 years has passed since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Davitt settled in Jacksonville after his last duty station. He had 5 kids, 5 grandkids, and more great-grandkids than he can keep track of. A full life. A life intertwined through seminal moments in American military history over 30 years in the Navy.
It was just part of my life, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in the Navy. It was a challenge. Every day you got up, it was, you didn't know what the day was going to bring.
The Cuban Missile Crisis wasn't Jack Davitt's only foray with Cuba. He was also stationed at Guantanamo Bay for 3 years before his final duty station at NAS Jax. We thank him for his service, and if you have a story of service that you would like us to profile, send us an email to storiesofservice@firstcoastnews.com.